Hi, this is the help video for Chapter 8, Training the Turquoise Oasis Spa assignment. We are on Step 3. We're going to do Step 3 and 4 in this video. And one of the things I'm not sure I made clear at the end of the last video was this step here that you needed to close the Marketing 1 database after we created the make table query, and then we're going to open the spa 2. So before you continue, make sure that you have the Greater PC Spa 2 assignment open. So the tables that you should see would be campaign, customer, employee, marketing import, product, purchase, and schedule. All right, so this step 3 and 4 is really just kind of going back quite a ways into our our chapters. We're just going to make changes to the campaign table. Remember when in step 2 we did a make table and we brought data over, but when we looked at it, it kind of looked a little bit weird. So like some of the data came across, but some of the formatting didn't. So we're going to work on this table campaign. So I want to get into design view for table campaign. And then we're just going to start and go down this list. So mailing ID, we're going to change to the primary key. So we're going to click on that and click on primary ID. And so I guess the point here is, so we brought this over and it's great. We got the data, we got the structure, but the structure is not perfect. So you always have to go back and do some changes. So mailing ID, change to primary key. The description is the mailing ID primary key, and you know my feelings about picking a description that's the same as the name. It's like a waste. All right, so we have, I want to cross these off so we don't get lost. That one's done. Change the format. So we're going to come down here and it's going to be quote, MID quote 0. Remember that would put MID at the beginning and then put a number at the end. So we're going to cross that off. Just keep ourselves organized. So I believe that's mailing ID. Oops, mailing ID is done. I'm going to cross that off. So now we're going to go to customer ID. Change the caption to customer. So we're going to come down here and find the caption and type customer instead of having the word ID. And that's it. Oh no, here, the customer ID, which is the foreign key. So we know we're going to have to do something about that because we're saying this is the foreign key, but a relationship doesn't automatically happen. We know we have to place it. So put that in the back of your mind. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that. Redeemed. Change the lookup control to a checkbox. So I'm on redeemed, yes, no. Down in the property fields, I'm going to click over to lookup, and you see it says text box. That's why we're getting the -1s. So we're going to click on that, use the down arrow, and change it to a checkbox. That way we're going to get the little boxes that are empty or with the checkbox. And then the text is, was the coupon redeemed? Oops. So we're good with that one. Campaign name. Change the caption. So I got to go back to, I'm on campaign name. I have to go back to general and find caption and make it campaign space name, and then the description is the campaign name, and we're going to cross that out. Campaign type, change the caption to campaign type. One of the things, you notice all these fields, their sizes. Well, this one's 255. That one's not good. The campaign type. So strange. Okay, so we're going to do that. Start date. Change the caption to start date. And then this is the campaign start date. Cross this out. End date. So it's going to be the campaign end date. And our caption's going to be end date. Whoops. Caption is end, description is the campaign date, end date. Cross that off. Discount code is going to be the POS. Discount code is the description, and then the caption is discount code. And then we have one more, and that's details. And the only thing we're going to change on that is the details of the campaign. Take a minute to save it. And we are done with step 3. We now need to look at step 4. So remember, let's just read it. So it says create a relationship between the customer ID in the campaign table and the customer ID in the customer table. Then enforce referential integrity. So in order to do that relationship, I know I have to close out of the table. I can't have the object open of that I'm using in the relationship. I'm going to come up to Database Tools, Relationships, and there's already relationships here. Notice that campaign is not there because that's the one we created using the make table. So we're going to add table, campaign, and it's going to be, oops, it's going to be out here, and we're linking it to customer. So let's find customer. So I'm going to just put it right here next to customer, and we're building it using the customer ID. So starting on the customer, I'm going to click over to customer, and I'm going to enforce referential integrity. So it makes it a one-to-many. I'm going to create it. One customer can be involved in multiple campaigns. A campaign would have multiple customers, which makes sense. We're going to save that, close out of our relationship, and we're done with step 4. And I'm going to stop this movie. The next movie we'll be working on step 5, this append query. Thank you.